Look who's great.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
It seems like the idiocy in...
A dead end?
The door is shut tight.
I mean, there isn't a door.
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had...
Well, maybe we should do the same. This is hardly enough for a seat at the table. A reward with no risk. I'll take it. Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward.
Try harder. Judgment is here.
No dirty
The
tricks.
game is on. Feeling spiffy? Let's play. Can you find the answer? Let's be friends.
Hedge your bet. Spend freely. Watch your head. Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Did that hurt? Welcome, customer. Yeah!
Stand down. Later, all will be revealed in lunar flame.
1,000 wonders to rid and fight is fun!
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Let it happen.
Let's be friends.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Hedge your bets.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer? Welcome, customers. Yeah! Did that hurt? Don't move. Let's be friends.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy? 1,000 wonders to raise yours. Fight is fun!
Tedious.
Welcome, customers.
Can't kill me. Watch your head.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Later, all will be revealed in lunar flame.
Let's be friends.
Watch your head.
I hit the mark. It's on me.
Let's play. Feeling spiffy?
Ready for death. These are nice trinkets, but nothing more.
Watch this. Watch this.
Six nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
But are the...
They are.
How can nightingales be so huge?
There are no eagles in the five families.
Just as I thought.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join.
Really?
I was being sarcastic.
Wonder where I'm needed this time.
Impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death.
Watch this. Watch this. Isn't there more?
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong?
No, but this...
My friend?
It's a trial. You got to... If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall or this place will be our...
Oh, and a...
Get serious. I've no time for games.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
There wasn't a gap before. That man...
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble.
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
Watch this. Watch this.
Found it. This is it.
Watch this. Watch this.
Feeling lucky.
Stand down.
Let's be friends.
No dirty tricks. Oh,
1,000 wonders to raise. Fight is fun!
the dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Did that hurt? Feeling spiffy? Let's play hide. Can you find the answer?
Later, all will be revealed. In lunar flame. Blade fodder.
Welcome, customers.
Hedge your bets. It's on me.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Did that hurt? Feeling spiffy?
This is hardly enough for a scene.
Watch this.
And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny. You know, this reminds me.
If I were you, I would shut.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. Oh, look. The gap is closed. Oh, good heavens.
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're cute. Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar and... Oh, fine. Let's find a way to open the door.
Welcome to the I Am an Oak Soldier.
And tell me...
Hello, I am an Oak Soldier. Model. Please look. Model.
I saw nothing.
Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much? Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough. Oh, Doc! I'll need your brain power.
There's no need to yell, I can hear. Finally, a moment of peace.
Watch this.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Oh, you're back. Just... Thanks, Doc. Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just... Hold on. Piece of cake.
Watch this. Watch this.
The joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. It makes me feel sad. Oh, Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah,
Tell me about...
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your...
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to...
On what basis do you believe he's incapable?
Simple. Because that murderer... That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman. We need someone who can keep her in check. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important, but honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, if the chance of winning is just beyond this door...
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all...
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help.
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, but there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
the box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power for an object so precious. It probably comes...
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to...
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
And if I refuse...
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion? encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection.
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine Stone is safe and sound in this box?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. Please. Are these what you're looking for? Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Adventurine, and it belongs to Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated, is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned Doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth. That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? I got it back, sister. You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins. Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are one? I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating. Of course you'd win. But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those blood... I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. There'll be no next time. It is important, but not as important as you. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gayatri Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha. Your good luck is the most precious. You're a child blessed by Gayatri Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty. Listen to me and...
Okay. But sister, if Gayatri tried, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gayatri Triclops' offering. And where was Gayatri Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mama's sister. Everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. Then how bad were our sins?
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided...
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. Looks like nothing.
At least we know who to look for next. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way...
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able...
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows, but that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into...
Is there any other way to enter a dream?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotels.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but...
are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation.
Armed evac...
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out.
Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on this...
Hey, check it out!
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge.
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Miss Topaz?
Oh, long time no see. It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only a Venturine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even...
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? They don't take the spotlight off me.
We're carrying out our captain's orders.
What? We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you.
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. That's right. We're investigating a murder for the
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone. What murder? You'd better stop.
That's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did it.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Disrupting dreams.
Gallagher.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an event. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time.
Huh?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation.
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There've been a few people mentioning this name.
He didn't...
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through. Everyone, please leave. There's really no need for us.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Can you perform it again? That... It's not bad if we're resolving them, please!
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave. Let me see what time it is. Whoa, time to clock out. And
What?
Huh?
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why?
It's nothing. On Penacony Everett, no matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots? Little kids?
Mr. Gallagher seems...
Well, you got it wrong. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is not a good...
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building to shake, break, and crumble.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processes the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams, and they say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age, the perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill.
Gilded Hour, it's...
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. I've never met anyone who was willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person.
I hear the Blue Hour is...
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return. Waiting for countless hours within... In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. Finally, we retreated to the beach.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid under... That Intellitron had been auctioned off a dozen times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest. This time around, there were no... This is what I've seen and heard. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this alone. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Were the spirits of the rich and impoverished. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spirit, and since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not, they slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am, nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollections memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo Keeper, go buy a bottle of Donna's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the harmony?
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. That they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie.
Sounds like a very...
That's all I can say. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you
Well, who knows? Maybe.
You are indeed.
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it.
What's this? Asking me to solve a case without giving a single but the way you're all on edge about that stowaway. It's just as I guessed it would be.
Would you be willing to support my performance? Wow, how fabulous!
Well, you see...
That's incredibly kind of you.
Sure thing. By the way...
Death? That's...
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the Reality Hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually...
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy, unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if... I can feel something inside my head.
You. Wait. I get it now. This is some... You youngsters are always...
Oh, a great show will start soon, old man. But before...
Ah, I see. Another fearless young death. Not even remotely innovative. The effects are awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that...
Yeah, what else can you expect?
What a joke. Well, a monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the memory zone meme. The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find... You don't look good, my friend. If you...
That won't be necessary. I have some business.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't...
Well, actually...
Stowaways? How could there...
All right. What was I even thinking? Does everyone have to go through so much torment before...
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. Oh? Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend.
Oh? Maybe.
The devil of soul.
They say it loves to appear to drunk people. Especially the ones.
Yeah.
You want to talk to me? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But... So, are you trying to be the prince from the tape?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems...
Another curious soul. I see.
How did your boss talk you up?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some... I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like...
Guess she's got a point.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry. Is this a gift?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents.
No, it's not much.
I knew it. What's on your mind?
Me?
Oh, you sound just like my father. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire.
Hey, stay positive. The devil of Soul Glad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did. Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer from...
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you. Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now. And the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on...
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of. But it's good to hear. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, when that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent...
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35.
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't... The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after...
You're insane. Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me...
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short, but you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like...
How much did you...
What?
My price. How much...
Huh. You really want to know?
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me
Are you Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. It's all or nothing.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days.
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure... What would you like to drink?
Look! A lady!
Who's Serval? Will you...
Oops!
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table.
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar...
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. The discussion might take quite some time. So,
In the bar?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort.
Oh, did you hear that?
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's...
Only then can a perfect drink...
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck. So don't overthink it. Indecisiveness is...
Check out this bottle. The liquid inside half an amp. Ugh, drinking this. Ugh, the syrup is...
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your
Ugh, that... Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for it? Hey, what are you doing? You can't... Happiness is the dream of the humble. Oh, that's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki?
But you have the talent. You'll attract... come with me. We'll become the talk of Pinnacle.
As you see, I'm entertained.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people.
Hey, can you do that clockwork? Time is running out.
Yeah, I'm counting.
You're one of Siobhan's guests. I just don't get why...
Things might get out of control if she gets any angrier.
I just don't get why. I've seen it. The crowd is going. I've seen.
She's still not leaving.
I just don't get what. It's ridiculous. I'm too timid. You don't know Siobhan's past. And I know she. Well, maybe here's the payment for the drinks.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant, when you're ready, go to Gallagher.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine, so go ahead. Nice work. You found some interesting, and each drink has its own unique flavor. The original formula is said to be Nunu's favorite. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time. Bright future. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail. Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Concentric circles. May you always. Well, it's done. Here's to you, the nameless, with this glass of a ticket to the dead and the dying. So.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the I'm not entirely sure what.
Well, if you're expecting, the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward.
Does this true
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out.
I was right about. Let's dig deeper into the case. All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, but here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the church simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality.
Huh? Does that mean...
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's... Let me be frank. This case...
Dealt with before, so...
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to...
I guess it's time...
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the Watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just our speculation. Actually, It's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape. You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker. Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of...
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were the prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped. And but everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great... History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant...
There are so many members of the